Have you ever thought about how much we just want to be accepted? How much of our lives, our energy, is spent trying to be the right kind of person, the good partner, the dutiful child, the successful colleague, the loyal friend? This desire to belong, to be approved of, to be loved. It feels like the most natural human instinct we have. It feels like a virtue. But what if I told you that this very instinct, this deep, deep need to be good, is the most sophisticated prison ever designed for the human soul? What if the you that everyone loves, the you that you've worked so hard to build, isn't you at all? What if it's a mask? The theologian and mystic Thomas Merton called this the false self. It's the person we think we need to be to survive. The accommodating, successful, pleasing, polished version of us, the public self, the ego, and the true self, that's something else entirely. It's the person you are when no one is watching, the person you are underneath all the fear, the person, as Merton would say, that you are in the eyes of God. If you've ever felt exhausted by the simple act of performing your own life, if you've ever felt like a fraud at a party, or felt a deep, strange loneliness, even when surrounded by people who claim to love you, you are not broken. You are not ungrateful. You are simply waking up. You are feeling the profound aching tension between who you really are and the mask you've been forced to wear. Now, when I say this, the first thought is predictable. Are you saying I should leave my family, quit my job, become a hermit in the woods? Are you saying relationships are a lie? No. No, not at all. This is not a call to isolation. It is a call to discernment. It's not about loving people less. It's about understanding how our attachments, how our need for approval, can become a beautiful, comfortable, gilded cage. You see, the false self cannot exist in a vacuum. It is a performance, and every performance needs an audience. The tragedy is this: the false self is built in relation to others. It's a construction, and there are specific people in our lives who are the unconscious architects and guards of this prison. They are the people who need you to wear the mask, because their own mask depends on it. They are the 5 people who will, with the best intentions, or perhaps no intention at all, is keep you trapped. They will fight to keep you from changing, because your transformation threatens their entire world. Let's look at them, not with judgment, but with clarity. First, there is the person in your life who is always in crisis, the one who needs rescuing. Now, we must make a critical distinction here. This is not the person genuinely suffering, the friend facing a sudden loss, the partner who needs support through a difficult season. That is life, that is love. No, I am talking about the perpetual victim, the person whose very identity is built upon their brokenness. They don't just have problems, they are their problems. There is always a new disaster, a new betrayal, a new injustice, a new reason why they simply cannot cope. And you are their solution. You are the rescuer, the savior, the capable one. This is one of the most powerful, seductive roles for the false self, because it feels like virtue. It feels like compassion. It feels noble. But look closer. There is a difference between a person who needs a rope to climb out of a pit and a person who is using you as the scaffolding to hold their entire crumbling house together indefinitely. One needs a hand up. The other needs you to be their foundation. And here is the devastating consequence. When you help someone who has built their identity around being helped, you are not fixing them. You are enabling their prison, and you are validating your own. Your false self loves being the rescuer. It gets to feel superior. It gets to feel needed. It gets to avoid its own inner emptiness by focusing on the external chaos of another. But your true self, the real, authentic you, is being suffocated. It's trapped. It's not allowed to be weak. It's not allowed to have needs. It's not allowed to not have the answer. You are so busy being their hero. You have no time to simply be. And the moment you try, the moment you pull back, the moment you say, "I can't," the guilt is overwhelming. You are accused of being selfish, of being cold. They collapse precisely to prove that you are indeed their lifeline. This is the first guard of the prison, the one who keeps you trapped. by needing you to be their God. This next one. This one feels good. This one is addictive. It's the worshipper. This is the person in your life who thinks you are perfect. They look at you with pure adoration. You are the perfect mentor, the perfect boss, the perfect partner, the perfect parent. You are the one who has it all figured out. Again, let's make the distinction. This is not genuine admiration. This is not the healthy respect between two whole people. This is idealization. They haven't fallen in love with you. They have fallen in love with their idea of you. They have projected all their hopes, all their desires for wisdom or strength or purity onto you. Think about it this way. They are not seeing you as a person. They are seeing you as a statue they have built and placed on a very high pedestal. And what is the one terrible rule about being a statue? You are not allowed to move. You are not allowed to be messy. You are not allowed to be wrong. You are not allowed to be human. You are not allowed to be Sayumari. The cost of their adoration is your humanity. The false self loves this role. It preens, it feels seen, it feels special. It will contort itself, it will hide its doubts, it will conceal its failures, all to protect that perfect marble image. But the true self is screaming. It's in a prison of perfection, because it knows that the moment a crack appears, the moment you confess a fear, the moment you say, "I don't know," their worship will instantly turn to bitter, bitter disappointment. They will not just be sad, they will be angry. They will feel betrayed. You're not who I thought you were. And they are right. You aren't. You never were. You were a person, and they were in love with a ghost. To stay on that pedestal is to deny your true self the right to grow, the right to fail, and the right to be real. This person is the opposite of the worshipper, but they are the same coin. This is the projector, the scapegoater. This is the person who lives in a dark, frightening world, a world of perceived threats, injustices, and slights. They will not own their own shadow, their own anger, their own insecurity, their own failures. It is too terrifying. So they must project it. They must cast it out onto someone else. And that someone is you. In this dynamic, you are never just a person. You are a role. You are the one who thinks they're better. You are the selfish one. You are the attacker. You are the reason for their pain. Let's be clear. This is not about healthy conflict. This is not about two people working through a real disagreement. This is about a person who is using you as a screen on which to play the movie of their own inner demons. They are like a person standing in a pitch-black room, holding a single, harsh flashlight. They shine it on you. They illuminate every pore, every flaw, every mistake you've ever made, real or imagined. All the while, they remain perfectly hidden, in the darkness, behind the beam. And what does your false self do? It reacts, it defends, it justifies, it argues, it explains. No, you see, that's not what I meant. No, here is the evidence. You spend all your energy, all your precious life force, dancing with their shadows, managing their accusations, trying to prove that you are not the monster they need you to be. And your true self, it's suffocated, it's silenced, it cannot speak, it cannot create, it cannot rest. It is impossible to find your true self while you are constantly being defined against someone else's shadow. You are trapped in a courtroom where you are forever on trial for a crime you didn't even commit. This one is perhaps the most painful, because it often comes from a place of what we call love. This is the anchor of the past. This is the person in your life who needs you to stay exactly who you used to be. This is often a parent, an old dear friend, a sibling, someone who knew you then. They have a snapshot of you. You at 18. You before the divorce. You before you found your voice. You when you were more fun. You when you were less complicated. Let's make the distinction. This is not the beautiful comfort of shared memories. That is a gift. This is a demand that you do not change. They are the loving, smiling curators of a museum, dedicated to the old version of you. They keep that room perfectly preserved. They've polished the trophies. They've kept the old clothes. But when you walk in, the new you, the you that has grown and learned and healed and changed, they panic. It doesn't fit. You don't fit. They try to shove you back into the old box. They tell the old stories, reminding you of the person you're supposed to be. They dismiss your new insights. They belittle your new boundaries. And they say that famous phrase, "You've changed." And it is not a compliment. It is an accusation. It is an accusation of betrayal. Your growth, it feels like a rejection of them, of the past, of the good old days, and your false self. Oh, it is so tempted to shrink. It's so easy to just play the part, to laugh at the old jokes, to be the you they're comfortable with, just to keep the peace. But your true self knows, it knows that to stay in that museum, to pretend to be that snapshot, is a form of suicide. It is to deny the very movement of life itself. They are an anchor, and they are keeping you trapped in the shallow, safe harbor of yesterday, while your true self is crying out for the deep, open ocean. This is the final and most powerful guard. It's not one person, it's all of them. It is the keeper of the tribe. This is the group, the family unit, the social circle, the political party, the corporate culture, the religion. Again, the distinction. We are not talking about healthy community. A healthy community is a garden where different, unique plants grow side by side, each bringing its own beauty, all supported by the same soil. No, we are talking about a machine made of identical, interchangeable, factory-made parts. This tribe, this collective demands one thing above all else: uniformity. The tribe has an approved way to think, an approved way to speak, an approved set of opinions, an approved list of enemies, an approved way to feel, and it offers you the most powerful drug known to the false self, belonging. It whispers, "Stay with us, and you will never be alone. Agree with us, and you will be safe. Be like us, and you will be loved." And the false self, the self that is terrified of being exiled, will do anything for this. It will silence its own intuition. It will betray its own values. It will laugh at jokes it finds cruel. It will adopt opinions it has not earned. It will stay quiet when its true self is screaming to speak. The price of admission is your authenticity, and the threat is exile. The moment, the very second, your true self finds the courage to speak its inconvenient, unique, individual truth. The tribe's love is revealed for what it is. It is not love. It is transactional. You are no longer us. You are them. This is the ultimate final prison of the false self. The fear of being cast out. The fear of being alone. So, here we are, surrounded by the rescuer, the worshipper, the projector, the anchor, the tribe. What is the solution? To fight them? To cut them all off? To write angry letters? To set boundaries like emotional fortress walls? No, that is just the false self in trying to win. It's just another performance. The solution, the only true solution, is not practical. It is philosophical. It is a profound redefinition of a single word: detachment. We hear this word and we think coldness. We think indifference. We think, I don't care. That is not it. That is the world's definition. Spiritual, compassionate detachment. Merton's detachment is something else entirely. It is not, I don't care about you. It is, I am no longer dependent on your reaction to me for my survival. It is, I am no longer responsible for the role you need me to play. Think about it. Attachment is a hook. It says, I need you to be this way so that I can be this way. I need you to be weak so I can be the rescuer. I need you to be perfect so I can be the worshipper. I need you to be wrong so I can be the victim. I need you to be the same so I can be comfortable. Detachment is an open hand. It is the radical, terrifying, liberating decision to let go of the outcome. It is to love the person, not their role in your play. It is to see them, to see their own wounds, their own masks, their own prisons, and to choose to be real. Anyway, you stop being the rescuer, you just are, and you allow them the dignity of their own struggle and their own strength. You step off the pedestal, you show your cracks, and you allow them to be disappointed, so that you can both be human. You stop defending yourself against the projector. You let the accusations pass right through you. You realize it was never about you. You honor the person you were in the past, without being a prisoner to it. You allow your growth to be its own justification, and you stand in the tribe, and you speak your quiet truth, willing to be misunderstood. This is the great work. It is not about leaving everyone. It is about letting go of the false self that needs them. It is a kind of death, a necessary one. This journey, it is not easy. When you stop playing your part, there will be resistance. The people in your life, the guards of your prison, will rattle the bars. They will call you selfish. They will call you cold. They will call you arrogant. They will tell you that you have changed, and you must find the strength to finally, calmly say, "Yes, I have." That resistance you feel from them, it is not a sign that you are wrong. It is a sign that you are succeeding. It is the sound of the false self's prison beginning to crumble. It is the sound of your true self taking its first agonizing, glorious out-breath. So I leave you with this, not with an answer, but with the questions. Ask yourself, quietly, tonight, which of these 5 roles am I performing? Am I the rescuer, the idol, the defendant, the ghost, the tribe member? And then, whose applause? Whose approval? Am I most afraid to lose? And what part of myself is actually just a mask, a costume I've agreed to wear in someone else's story? Are you willing, truly, are you willing to disappoint them in order to finally stop disappointing yourself?